This video, the first of a three-part series, will provide SmartDR training in those functions that are performed prior to the acquisition process, including logging into the system, creating new regular or emergency patients, and creating studies by selecting shots or protocols. Let's get started. The first step in this process is to turn on the computer and log in. It should be noted that the user account which is selected to log into the PC will be the user that is logged into SmartDR. The two are linked, and SmartDR will automatically launch with the selected user's credentials once the user completes the PC login. This is the main patient screen of SmartDR. From here, you will be able to create new patients, search for existing patients, query worklist servers, work with existing studies, and create new studies for existing patients. You can also access export functions, view reports or help files, and check the status of your receptor panel. Throughout SmartDR, you will encounter certain icons that are shown with different symbols in the foreground. These icons represent the application of basic functions to the elements of SmartDR, as defined by the symbols in the foreground. For instance, a study is represented by an icon that looks like a sheet of paper with a couple of boxes and some lines. If this icon has a plus sign in front of it, tapping the icon will add a study. If the icon has an arrow pointing away from it, tapping the icon will export the study. And if the icon has a play-pause symbol in front of it, tapping the icon will resume that study. You will be able to search for existing patients using the variety of search criteria provided in our search control, including patient, owner, vet, tech, study, and patient ID. You can further narrow the search by selecting a date range of 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, or you can search through all of the studies. To run a search, select your criteria, enter a value in the search field, and tap the search control. The results of the search will be displayed in horizontal tiles beneath the search control. Let's explore the two primary ways to create a new patient, using the Add Patient control or the Emergency Patient control. For non-urgent situations, you will click the Add New Patient control. This will open the Add Patient form, where you will enter both patient and owner information. The active field will be outlined in black, while required fields will be outlined in red. Once the required and selected optional fields are filled in, you have three options. Discard the information and return to the main patient screen by tapping the left arrow. Save the information and add another patient by tapping the Save and Add control. Or save the information and move to the shot selection screen by tapping the right arrow. For emergency situations, you will click the Add Emergency Patient control. Based on the configuration of your system, this will either open an abbreviated Add Patient Information form, or it will take you directly to the shot selection screen. The patient will be created with a generic name derived from the current timestamp, which can be edited at a later time to enter the patient's actual information. This is the shot selection screen, where you will assemble a shot list for your study. To add individual shots, you will first choose a region, an anatomy, and finally a view. When you select a view, you will see it appear in the shot list column on the right side of the screen. Repeat this process until you have all of the shots you wish to acquire loaded in the shot list. If you wish to change the order of the shots, simply drag the tile to the appropriate location and drop it. To remove a shot from the list, highlight the shot and then tap the delete icon. If you have any question as to how the patient should be positioned for a shot, tap the arrow on the shot tile and it will expand to reveal an image of the patient in the proper position for that shot. Most shots will have a position guide image, with the exception of certain atypical views. You can select a series of shots for your study by selecting a previously defined protocol from the protocol list at the top of the screen. To create a protocol, you simply select the shots you want to have in that protocol and then click the Save Protocol icon. This will display a protocol name dialog box. Enter a name for the protocol in the field and tap the Save button. A protocol tile will be added to the protocol list, displaying the name you entered, the number of shots in the protocol, and the user who created it. You can enter a description for your study in the Study Description field. If you leave it blank, a study description will be assigned as follows. If you're using a protocol, the protocol name will be assigned as the study description. Otherwise, the anatomy of the first acquired image will be assigned as the study description. Once you have assembled your shot list, tap the Start Exam arrow to begin acquiring images. This ends part 1 of the SmartDR training video series.